Just make sure this works. Perfect. So hurricane preparedness, what we always want to talk about the hurricane season. We do this every year, although we feel like we've been in a constant state of emergency since January 1st with all the things that we've dealt with from flooding to COVID to barge accidents and Cristobal, of course. So our operational rhythm is at full song right now, so we're already ready for hurricane season. We were just given some other things to get us in that battle rhythm. So let's go to 2019 in the review, and I'll be very short. Every year they come out with the predictions. NOAA has one, and then the actual storms, which you'll see there in a second. But there's two prediction sites. One is NOAA and one is Colorado State University. NOAA's particular named storms was, I think it's 10 out of 7, or 13 to 7, 6 to 10 hurricane, 3 to 6 major hurricanes. And you see the actual was 19 named storms, 9 hurricanes, and 4 major. It was a busy season, and you can see they're all in the peak season, right in the middle of August, September, even later in October and starting into November. And of course, they're getting earlier and earlier when we have one just here right in the beginning of June. So you always have to be on your toes. When they say June 1st and November 30th, I'm pretty much December 15th. I'm happy once we get through that. So let's look at this year. So there's a forecast of a 60% chance of increase activity, which is slightly above normal, 30% for near normal season and 10% below normal. I'd lean more towards the 60 and higher based on the way things are going. And their predictions are 13 to 19 named storms, 6 to 10 of a Cat 1, Cat 2, and 3 to 6 major. And really what causes this is just the above average Atlantic hurricane season in 2020 is going to be from El Nino, which is basically the warming of the water and less vertical shear. So right now we're in more of a neutral possible El Nino, but more of a neutral and probably a La Nina, which is going to be less shear and warmer waters or cooler waters. So to say that again, basically we're going to have a busy year because of warmer waters and less vertical shear, just so you understand that. Colorado State University comes out with their predictions. They're somewhere at the top end of it with 19 named storms, 9 hurricanes, 4 major hurricanes. So Cristobal, that was our first event this year as far as, and it's already the letter C, that means a third storm, and here we are not even in July yet, and the peak of the season is in August and September. So it was a good thing for us to go through. Obviously, it wandered around for quite some time, became a little bit of a challenge to determine exactly where it was going to go, and it really took its time getting to us, which is really good because we got a chance to prepare. And like any storm, you hope that it's not going to be as dangerous or as devastating as you think. So we got lucky here again, and I'll take luck any day of the week. And we had some dry air getting into it, and we really didn't have a whole lot of effects, which was a good thing. And we also got to learn how to do a lot of briefings via Zoom. So that was something we wanted to do. So mitigation. So what are we going to do this year? And you already saw with Charlie. That's a thing that initiative we put together, and the focus was education. Get to the kids like a fire department does when you're a young kid, and they teach about fire safety. Well, we need to do that in schools with hurricane preparedness. So with that, we got into schools, the PIO department created Charlie and his Preparedness Pals has a workbook like you just saw, and we get to go in with the children and teach them, not make them afraid, but teach them to respect and be prepared for any hurricane season, because if they live in Louisiana the rest of their life, they're going to need to know what to do and not be complacent. In years past, we've done PSAs, we've done summits, we've done outreach in different communities, but I think Charlie's going to have a really long-lasting impact for years to come. If we can do this every single year, in about 5 to 10 years, we can change the behavior of a whole generation. So that's the hope for that mitigation program. So that's Charlie and his friends. Matter of fact, we did this all in-house, like they said, and Steve Sermon, who's one of our coordinators, he is also a very talented artist, and so he did all of the drawings and put this all together. So he did a fantastic job. So preparedness. Really, the preparedness comes all before, but with COVID, it was a little bit of a challenge. We didn't get to go to the hurricane conference, didn't get to do these things. Not that it's absolutely necessary, but it does kind of get your mind ready for hurricane season. So we were juggling things with COVID and this, but we were able to get everything completed and done. We got to meet with Public Works and discuss their role, and it's a very important role because, let's face it, Public Works, recreation, wastewater, they're doing the heavy lifting out there. They're the ones really doing the job and protecting the parish from flooding and things. So a big kudos to those guys, and they're a big part of the team. So as far as preparedness from now, right now we sit and wait at this point. We're still doing things. We're still mitigating problems through the drainage and the public works side of it, but ultimately we can't control the storms. We're just waiting for the next one. Hope it's not our number. So as far as response, we have debris cleanup, I'm sorry. HESCO bastions, we did this year again, and then drills and exercises, which we saw. I'm sorry, I got a little bit behind. And then we did the ETN training, which is new technology for registering our evacuees. The whole state's going to it. So when we register someone, it's all done quickly on an iPad. We can track them. When they get checked in, it's on an iPad. And it's just better communication, and it's a better tool than doing things on paper and having a manifest. So response. I'll talk about GIS for a second because that's a big topic. For 4 years, we were trying to put something together like this, and Lewis and his team in GIS did a fantastic job of listening to our guys, seeing the vision, and being able to provide what we need without paying a company $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year to set this up for us, and then a service fee. So it's going to do exactly what we need as far as in an emergency situation, really hurricane, it's going to shine because you get to see with a dot on the computer exactly where the incidents are. You can see if it's cleared, you can see if it's still ongoing or outstanding, and we can get somebody on it. And it just helps us be a little bit more vigilant on what's going on. So with that, I mean, really our mission is to do the best work we can. Obviously, we're a 24/7, 365 operation, the only one in the state. And our main goal is to provide the best service we can for the residents of St. Charles Parish and earn their trust every year. So with that, I thank you for your time, and I'll take any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Gannett. Any questions, comments from the council? Seeing none, appreciate you.
Thank you very much.